to you yet today? I don't know if I have. I don't know if I've actually talked to the camera yet. Oh my gosh, my hair looks ridiculous. When I got back from cycle, I needed it on top of my head and not pulling back, and it's still so sweaty and gross. I am going to shower and wash it really well because I have my hair appointment tomorrow. Thank goodness. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to get my hair done. It is long past due. Oh my god. I've needed to get it done for so long. It's gonna feel so good. Anyway, so for now, it's up right there, but I will be washing it and giving my body a good shave and all that stuff, because I try to keep my hair looking nice as long as I can after I get it done, which means kind of avoiding unnecessarily getting it wet in the shower. But really it just doesn't last very long no matter how hard I try, because my scalp gets really sweaty when I work out and it just ruins a nice blowout. But whatever, that's fine. So yes, why did I pull out the camera? Because I don't think I've talked to you yet. I did cycle, I mentioned that already. What else did I do? I was studying a little bit on my phone on that app, but I think I need to study a little bit more intensely. Like that matching game at this point it's not really, I don't know if it's actually really helping or if it's just fun. So I'm gonna try to study a little bit harder today. What did I just do? I just wrote some of my book. I don't know, I got on a roll and I actually beat my record of number of words in one day. So before today, the most I'd ever written in one day was 2,063. And today I wrote 2,245 words. So there we go. Really cool, really great. I'm now at a grand total of 65,830 words. So we're just trucking along. Here we go. So I just did that. What else? I did not sleep well again last night. And this time it had not to do with drinking a caffeinated beverage late at night. I had sent a message to the WhatsApp group of my college cohort, just being like, hey, any of the people who finished their coursework and did all that stuff and submitted their forms to the BBS back in, they probably would have done that in like August. I was wondering if they had gotten their associate's numbers yet, because it's like, so if they did it at the end of August, so then let's say September, October, November, 3.5 months, I guess they're at. Of the people who responded, only one of them had gotten their number, their associate's number, which is what I would need to be able to like apply to the average job. 3.5 months. So some of them are already working. I'm assuming they're working at wherever they did their practicum. I might be wrong. I don't know. I know for sure at least one of them is. So, you know, it was just sort of a seamless thing. And all of the practicum sites where we were all doing our practicum are all nonprofits, because they just have to be. It's part of the requirement to be a practicum site, at least at our school it is. So they're all nonprofits, so they have more leeway when it comes to hiring people who have graduated but are waiting on their associate's number. So I've been sort of like, do I try to apply at a nonprofit so that I could take advantage of that flexibility and potentially get paid less? Or do I wait for my associate's number and apply to places where maybe like I really do want to get hired, or like maybe I'd be paid more or whatever? 3.5 months is a long time to not work. That's a long time. I don't know. So when I was reading the messages that they sent back, just like, oh, we've run into all these issues, or like they weren't able to open our transcript, and so that's put a delay on things, and someone is working, but they're making less at their site or wherever they are, their agency, until they get their number. So she's just like losing money, like because of little issues that she's run into. And I'm just like, oh my God. And so my fear and my anxiety about just money, I guess, or like this timeline, and thinking, okay, well, my lease ends, because I'd extended my lease for 6 months. I think it ends end of February. And I could go month to month, but like they might increase my rent by who knows how much if I go month to month. I don't know. I just started freaking out. I'm like, maybe I should apply or reach out to where I did my practicum, even though like that's not necessarily where I really want to work. I don't really want to work for the county. It was a lovely, lovely, lovely place to learn. Things with working for the county are tricky because it's the county, it's the government. Like there's a lot that changes procedurally, which I don't know if I do super well with. It's a lot more paperwork than it's more paperwork than you will ever have to do as a therapist anywhere else, essentially. Like that's what we learned, is that if you learn county paperwork, anywhere else is like a breeze in terms of documentation and all that stuff, because they just have the most you have to do. I'm distracted by how ridiculous my hair looks right now, and I'm talking about something serious, so it's a little, maybe if I just, because I'm sitting back in my chair, maybe if I do that, that's a little better. Anyway, so I just could not get to sleep because my mind was really just starting to prepare me, I guess. Like, okay, what was it like to do my practicum there? You know, what did I like about it? What did I not like about it? Could I work there again? Like, would I really hate it? I don't think I'd really hate it, but like, you know, I don't know. I was trying to really take off the rose-colored glasses and think, all right, what from my year there, what would be something I wouldn't like? You know, could I tolerate it? Like, I don't know. So I was spiraling, fully just laying in bed. I had my sleep story on. I don't know if I think I've mentioned this before. I use the Insight Timer app. Looks like this as it's loading. But yeah, this is Insight Timer. Not at all sponsored. I don't do sponsorships. No one asks me to do sponsorships. People ask me to buy their shit and then be like, here's a link that but you have to buy this. I'm like, no, I'm gonna buy your stuff and then talk about it. You want to give it to me for free and I'll try it. I'm not gonna buy it. Made that mistake before. So I am very into this one creator on here, Michelle's Sanctuary. She does these sleep stories. Come on, it's not focused, doesn't want to focus on her. There it is. Yeah, she does these really great sleep stories. It's like, yeah, like bedtime stories for grown-ups. It's amazing. So normally I can fall asleep within 10 minutes of one of these. They're usually about an hour long and I'm out. I listened to the entire story. Like I was in the last 15 minutes and it was just rain sounds. And I'm like, I am wide awake and I cannot just listen to these rain sounds. I need to do something that will actually help me fall asleep. Yeah, oh my God. It was brutal. So anyway, that's kind of where I am with that. I was not expecting to talk about that so much, but I did reach out to the director and the assistant director of my site, just putting out feelers like, hey, I'm about to officially graduate. I'm interested in applying. Because I could just apply, but I want them to know so that if they see my name pop up I don't know, or maybe they'll tell me like, hey, there are things that because you've interned for us before, this is something you could do a little bit differently to expedite the process or whatever. Yeah, because part of me is like, if I am very impatient, because this is me being impatient and making a decision based on some anxiety. I mean, there would be a lot of great things that would come out of it too, don't get me wrong. It really was a really great place to do my practicum site. Really amazing, supportive staff and everything, wonderful clinicians there. There's just little things that I'm like are not ideal, but that's okay. Like, I don't have to be there forever. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I started to get a little bit excited because it's like, what if by doing this, what if I do get this process rolling and I could get hired on there and maybe start working end of February, like early March? That'd be great. That'd be really great, because then I really can start looking for apartments probably in February. I don't know. And expect to actually move like in March or April. That'd be amazing, because I need to get out of here. I'm ready to not be in this apartment anymore. I know I think I've said that before to the vlog this year, but I'm ready to move. I need to move. Oh my God. So that was just getting me excited. I'll just periodically look at what apartments are for rent here in San Diego, just broadly across the whole county. I'm like, where? But that site is sort of more in East County. So I was really this morning just kind of narrowing my search. But that was this morning. So yeah, I sent off that email to them. I was just randomly looking at apartments, and then I had to stop myself because I get ahead of myself. And yeah, I did cycle. I felt better at cycle today. My energy still feels low just being on my period. But I got first in the class, which I was not expecting because I did not feel very strong. That's it. I think that's all I wanted to say. I need to switch gears now, I guess. What is happening? I'm so out of sorts right now. I need to figure out what to do next, because there are a few things that I could/should be doing right now. I think a shower is in order. I think a shower will help me in several ways. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. All right, just checking in. It is 6:39. Tyler just texted me not too long ago saying he was packing up to head over, so hopefully he'll be getting here soon. I guess I could just check his location. I know, we do that. That's okay, it's consensual. Oh my gosh, he actually is on the way. Cool, okay, cool. So he should be here soon. What have I been up to? Let's see, watching some YouTube. It was sort of a true crime kind of YouTube day because both Kendall Ray and Bailey Sarian posted videos, that's always a nice treat. What? Someone's car does not sound healthy. Yikes. I found another study guide for my exam, so I started reading through that. I mean, it's all the same information, but I don't know, I'm getting really nervous about this test on Friday. I'm just worried that I haven't studied hard enough. I don't know. It's gonna be fine. 70% is passing. And I think I already did this math. 140 questions times 0.7. So I need to get 98 questions right. I need to feel like I want to feel confident in at least 98. I mean, more than that, like definitely more than that, but like 98 of the questions, I have to feel like, yeah, oh, I know that, I know that, I know that. Like, that's what I want to happen. Actually, what I want to happen is all 140 questions for me to be going through and just be like, oh yeah, got it, got it, got it, got it. That's what I want, but that's not realistic because I know I'm missing something. I'm sure of it. It's 2 years of information. Like, anyway, but yeah, I found another study guide that some angel or group of angels filled out and just passed along to my cohort. I had forgotten I downloaded that. It was passed around when most of my cohort was studying for the exam. Most of my cohort took it in May of this year, but because I had a couple more classes that I had to take with information that's on the comp exam, I wasn't able to take it with them. So, but I was talking to some of my cohort who are actually in my boat taking the exam on Friday. So they're like, yeah, we're studying, we hate it. So anyway, I was reading through that. I'm hoping to, I love multiple choice tests that don't try to trick you. Like, they're straightforward multiple choice tests because the answer is in front of you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to rack your brain for the answer. It's there. You just need to know which one of the ones it is. So it's sort of like a process of elimination, or it's just like, yeah, it's that one. Like, you see it. So it's more of, you don't need to think of the answer. You just need to recognize what the right answer is. So I don't know. I prefer multiple choice. I'm really glad it's multiple choice or no essays, something like that. I'm gonna know my score right away. But yeah. So anyway, spent a little time reviewing that, and I just think I'll feel better if I spend more time, more hours on it over these next few days. So I just need to be better about that, because I just haven't, the last few days I haven't been spending as much time and like quality study time as I should have been. Because then I start to think, like, maybe I've got it. Like, it's in my head. Anyway. It's fine. How many times have I said it's fine in these past 5 minutes? I don't know. But I think what did start to make me a little bit more nervous was I got an official email from the school like, hey, your test is on Friday. These are the things technology-wise that you need to do to prepare. So because there's a Proctor plugin extension that I needed to download that only really works with random browsers, none of which I had on my computer, I needed to download Google Chrome because I'm just a Safari girl. I don't know. I downloaded Firefox a little bit ago because I was doing an Amazon watch party with Andrea, and that like only works on Firefox. Probably some other stuff too, but whatever. Needed Firefox. But yeah, so I did that. I downloaded Google Chrome. I made sure that Canvas was saved on Google Chrome because that's where the test will be, and then the online Proctor, whatever it was called, I already forgot. I made sure to download that extension, so I'm all ready tech-wise. But of course, my internet actually crapped out on me around 3 o'clock today. It was actually right after my last update with you. And I was thinking, great, please. Well, okay, if my internet does not crap out on me very often, so I'm hoping that if it happened today, then it's like not gonna happen on Friday morning. Knock on wood. It's not. It's gonna be fine. So, did all that. What else did I do? Tomorrow morning, I actually have a Zoom training for another standardized patient gig. So, totally different character I'm playing. Now I'm Nancy Porter, who's having some knee pain. So I was just starting to work on some of that information. It's quite a bit more information than the last one. mostly about like her home life. There's a whole freaking page on her separation from her husband. I'm like, oh my God, are they even gonna ask about any of this? I mean, it just seems like the person who created this had a lot of fun with making this very realistic. Like, this is a fully fleshed out person. That's great. So who knows, but I have to know it all for the gig. Yeah, so tomorrow morning we have the training over Zoom, and then on Thursday it's actually an in-person training. So I've never had this many trainings for a standardized patient thing, but I think this is a different format than I've ever done before. And I think that's why. So we're learning different aspects of this different formats. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, so, ooh, tomorrow's gonna be fun. I'm gonna like tomorrow. First of all, it's a rest day. I don't have any workouts planned, which of course will be anxiety inducing in its own way, but whatever, it's fine. So I have the Zoom training from 8 to 11. I'm getting my hair done. I mentioned that earlier today. Getting my hair done. Finally. Wow, that was violent. I'm like, Okay, I'm being weird. It's fine. Finally getting my hair done. Very excited about that. Oy vey. And then the really, really exciting thing, because getting my hair done is exciting, but this is like extra exciting. Danny and I are going ice skating. Ah! You met Danny. She plays Sean in the Revlon Girl, and I'm super stoked to go ice skating. So I am actually gonna drive up to her place and meet her at her place, and then we're all gonna drive together to the rink. I have not gone ice skating in so long. I remember back in Folsom, Hannah and Sean and I were gonna go ice skating last Vlogmas, but the rink was closed because it was raining, and we just never went. But I get to go tomorrow. Woo-woo. So anyway, today's been just one of those chill days. But chill, like, I was in control of the chill. It wasn't like yesterday where my body was like, you're not moving. You wanna move? You wanna be productive? Nope, that's not gonna happen. That's also okay. It's all okay, really, Heather. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. I'm a little anxious. I just gotta get this exam behind me. Please, dear God, this needs to be in the past. I need it to be in the past. That's what I want. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. Tyler should be here soon. We're gonna have the tikka masala thing that I made yesterday for dinner and just watch a movie and like snuggle and be chill together. That just sounds really nice. I'm stressing out. Tyler was quizzing me on stuff, and I am Jon Snow, and I know nothing, and I'm gonna fail this test.
You're not gonna fail this test. You're gonna do great.
I'm freaked out. I'm really freaked out.
And you're smarter than I am. You're a lot smarter than I am.
That's not true. I feel like I have to call this vlog, like, I don't know, freak out, anxiety, everything. I don't even know when I'm gonna edit this. I'm so busy tomorrow. No, I don't have time tomorrow morning.
Oh, you got your thing in the morning.
I have the Zoom thing, and then right away I have to go to my hair appointment.
Why don't you just edit now?
No, I'm too tired. My head hurts so bad. All right, y'all. Thanks for just hanging out while I have anxiety attack after anxiety attack.
You will pass. You are exceptionally smart. You are exceedingly competent. You know this stuff. You're gonna pass. You're gonna do great. I was quizzing you inarticulately in minutia that is not gonna matter.
Can you give me water with flavorings?
Yeah.
You knew I was gonna ask.
I do. Smell my valerian hand.
No.
It's seriously, like, have you ever touched a wet sheep and smelled your hand afterwards? It's that. It reminds me of sheep shearing.
Tyler and I watched an episode of Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, and then he helped me with my standardized patient materials, which I know way better than what I'm supposed to know for my stupid test on Friday.
It's a different level of detail. Remembering that Nancy has been married to Ben for 11 years, but that he's been banging the paralegal. Yeah. Bang
Yes,
that drum.
I can tell you everything about Nancy Porter and her knees.
And her knees and her soon-to-be ex-husband Ben. But she's gonna go to the reunion.
How he pays two-thirds of their mortgage and all the bills, as was their arrangement during their marriage, and he has continued to do so.
Well,
even though he
is an immigration attorney.
He is an immigration attorney.
On their downtown condo.
Yeah.
He pays that mortgage. But she's gonna go to her 20th reunion and she's gonna be fabulous and feel really good about herself. And it's gonna be New Year, New Nancy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, but her knees will explode if she doesn't start taking ibuprofen and swimming more.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
But Nancy doesn't have to deal with, you know, the ethical conundrums of when you report children's...
Let's not talk about that because...
Oh my God, that was the worst.
YouTube will, like, freak out.
No, it's
even if you
the
mention.
reporting guidelines are so awful.
I know. That's all they need to know.
Made me very upset.
Yeah, it's weird to think about. What was I saying? Thank you for joining me in my freak out. Tomorrow I will try not to freak out as much. I'll be more distracted because I'll have my hair all done nice and I'll go ice skating with Danny.
I'm rubbing you with my valerian hair.
Ew! Go wash your hands.
That distracted you, didn't it?
And get me ice water flavorings, please. Please.
Okay.
Alright. Thanks for watching Vlogmas Day 12. We're officially halfway through.
Seriously, say nice things on her comments. She's freaking out and she doesn't need to.
Thank you. I love you.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
See you tomorrow.
Toodles.
Bye.